Sheepy the cotton candy lamb with a curious mind.
Sheepy lives in the dream world, a place you can create with your imagination and kind thoughts. Gentle dreamers from every age and every corner of the skies shape this world with the magic they carry in their hearts. Every dreamer has a home here, and they are known as Sheeplings. They believe in Sheepy and in his magical sheep dust, the shimmering trail from his hooves that makes sweet dreams come to life and kind thoughts bloom. In this Dreamworld tale, Sheeplings have imagined a place so sweet, even a cotton candy lamb like Sheepy couldn't resist. With hills of marshmallow, chocolate rivers, and lollipops that reach the clouds, gumdrops and gummy bears cover the ground. It's the sugariest place in all of Dreamworld. During Sheepy's daily stroll, he visited this candy land. He walked along the marshmallow pavement, passing towering cupcakes and multicolored lollipops, when something caught his eye. Resting by the marshmallow ground was a purple gemstone, his very first dream gemstone, the Dreamstone of Curiosity. The Dreamstone of Curiosity held the questions and answers all Sheeplings longed to know about the dream world and the magic that shaped it. Sheepy reached out and gently picked up the gemstone. The moment it touched his hooves, he felt its warmth, like holding a piece of the dream world's heart. Its glow wrapped around him, filling him with a quiet wonder, as if every question he had ever dreamed was waiting inside. He sat the gem down beside him, tilting his head as he wondered what other gemstones might be out there, waiting to be found. As he continued to think, Sheepy leaned back, cradling the gem, letting its soft purple light warm his wool. He turned it in his hooves, imagining the adventures it might lead him to, or the new worlds it could open. And then, as if answering his thoughts, the Dreamstone began to glow brighter and brighter. With every glow, Sheepy imagined all the kind thoughts different Sheeplings sent into the dream world, and where they might go. He wondered if they drifted far into the dream world cosmos, coming together to create new worlds, waiting to be discovered on his next cuddly stroll. And so, Sheepy floated into his daydreams, drifting off into rest, knowing the next adventure was already on its way. Far beyond the marshmallow clouds, past the shooting stars, deep in dream space, a pink galaxy shines. Kind thoughts float here like glowing bubbles, guiding dreamers closer and closer to the dream world. On one planet called Zenia, the ground is soft and purple with pink streaks. Everywhere you look, pink and purple flowers cover the land. They stretch across the hills, they dance gently in the wind, and they make the whole planet glow purplish pink. From the flowers, a butterfly wakes up. Its wings sparkle softly as it flutters into the air. Not far away, Sheepy is daydreaming in the flowers. The butterfly nudges him gently awake. Sheepy shakes his candy floss wool and stands up, curious. He follows the butterfly through the fields. The wind brushes his wool, and petals drift down from the trees. The butterfly leads him further and further into Zenia. The flowers seem to glow brighter now. Their petals look like pink lanterns in the breeze. As Sheepy walks, a rainbow rises quietly behind him. At first, he doesn't see it. Then he notices it moving across the sky. It points in the same direction the butterfly is going. The day slowly turns to sunset. Golden light shines on the water. A family of ducks swim in a pond, while more pink flowers stretch out ahead. Sheepy keeps walking, calm and steady. Night arrives. Stars shine all around. Sheepy feels wide awake now, and he knows something special is close. Suddenly, another butterfly appears. This one glows green. In the starlit flowers, Sheepy sees a friend. It's a sheepling. The sheepling floats calmly in a bubble, their gentle face glowing with light. Sheepy smiles happily. He has found his first sheepling. A kind thought carried the sheepling all the way here, to this part of Zenia. Those same thoughts, full of wonder and imagination, are what brought Sheepy to life. In one cloudy corner of the dream world, Sheepy was reading one of his favorite daytime stories, a tale of flying unicorns who discovered they could soar only when they believed in themselves. The unicorns longed for the skies, but it was courage that gave them wings. With every leap of faith, they rose higher, carried not by magic alone, but by the strength that comes from trusting themselves. And then something extraordinary happened. From above, orange sparkles began to fall, drifting slowly down like glowing snow. The sheeplings gazed upward in awe. Sheepy closed the book. He knew what this could mean. Another Dreamstone. This was his adventure. He set off. He floated forward on a cloud, excited for what he might find, leaving a trail of sheep dust behind him as he chased the specks of orange light. Soon, a hot air balloon appeared, lifting Sheepy high above snowy mountains and shimmering valleys. Through silver skies and peaks of white, he drifted onward, always guided by the trail of orange sparks. Finally, the balloon came to rest on a rainbow path, blocks of glowing color stretching ahead like a bridge of wonder. Sheepy stepped down and followed the rainbow road, curious to see if the stone was near. The rainbow path faded into a quiet green forest, peaceful and alive with color. Ahead stood a towering tree, its hollow gleaming with orange glow. Sheepy paused. The Dreamstone was close. But even in the dream world, brave hearts sometimes tremble. Then, like a gift, the sheeplings appeared once more. Though he had left them behind, they floated back to his side, reminding him of the story they had shared. They remembered the unicorns and the lesson Sheepy had given, that courage is believing in yourself, even when the path feels dark. Sheepy lifted his head, breathed deeply, and stepped into the hollow. Inside, the air glowed with a warm, steady light. At the center hovered the Carnelian Dreamstone, radiant and gleaming, pulsing with courage. Its glow wrapped around Sheepy like a gentle embrace. And in that moment, he understood. Courage doesn't mean not being afraid. It means moving forward, even when you are. In the dream world, even doorways have hearts. Through a glowing heart-shaped entrance, the pink sky sits quietly, and clouds drift forward, carrying us into rainbow fields. Colors stretch across the sky like rivers. Kind thoughts drift too, mingling with flowers that hover in the air as though they've never known the ground. Waiting for us are 3 familiar sheeplings, the golden one, the green one, and the blue one. They follow purple and indigo light, which leads them to a new rainbow. As they drift deeper, they spot Sheepy across the field, dancing among lavender sparkles. The Sheeplings float closer. "Hi, Sheeplings," Sheepy says with excitement. "I'm just here drawing from my imagination." They watch as Sheepy draws a bright pink heart on the rainbow floor. It glows, then lifts into the sky above them. "Wow, Sheepy, that's so dreamy. Colors can create so many unique things." Sheepy smiles. "Yes, Sheeplings, just like colors, your bubbles are unique too. They can reflect who you are and what you imagine. Stars, stripes, even a rainbow swirl." One by one, the Sheeplings try. "So, if I wanted a rainbow bubble, could I?" asked the golden Sheepling. "Of course," Sheepy says with delight. And with a kind thought, the golden bubble shifts into rainbow hues. The green Sheepling dreams up a neon green and purple design. Finally, the blue Sheepling shines with accents of purple, red, and blue. Together, they drift farther into rainbow fields, following pastel paths into the night. Neon stars twinkle above as they float softly onward. Around them, millions of colored bubbles glow, wrapping Sheepy and the Sheeplings in gentle rainbow light. Sheepy giggles, and his soft voice carries through the sparkling air. "See, Sheeplings? In the dream world, anything amazing is possible. It's just one kind thought away." Today, we drift to Glory Light Island, where the glow lives inside every stone, every leaf, and every wave. The skies change colors throughout the day. Soft pinks, gentle purples, and glowing yellows melting into one another. Their light spills across the waters, wrapping the island in a calm, quiet glow. By one of the ponds, we find Sheepy. He splashes, he plays, then he leans close to watch the ripples dance across his reflection. But the water holds more than play. Beneath the surface, gentle fish drift by, their scales sparkling like tiny stars. Sheepy steps away from the pond. Kind thought bubbles float softly around him as he walks. Then he hears something. Soft giggles and gentle stories being shared. It's the Sheeplings. Sheepy trots over to join them. He asks about the fish he just saw, how there were so many sparkling together. He wonders if they ever feel small when they all swim in a crowd. "It's like us," one Sheepling says. "There are so many of us in the world. We may even look alike, but each of us sees the world from inside our own bubble." "Yeah, and that's what makes us special," the blue Sheepling adds. "Being aware of our bubble and noticing the bubbles of others too." That's interesting," Sheepy says. "Look, it's the candy ice forest. Let's go in." They follow a path where branches drip with crystal leaves. The scent of marshmallow feels close enough to taste. The forest opens into a place that's icy and bright, yet still cozy. And there, nestled in the icy glow, shines something bright. "Wow, it's a Dreamstone," the Sheeplings cry. Sheepy's eyes widen. With sheep dust trailing behind him, Sheepy drifts gently across the candy ice terrain. This pink tourmaline Dreamstone is for self-love and self-trust. In a world that feels so big, it reminds us not to feel small. And it teaches us to treat others kindly too, because they might feel the same way. The Dreamworld has a galaxy all its own. In past tales, Sheepy journeyed through the stars and discovered planet Zenia, where he met his very first sheepling. Today, the starlight guides us further to planet Sola, a glowing green orb wrapped in a ring of purple leaves. Mountains rose soft and misty. Rivers shimmered blue through green valleys, and meadows of pink flowers swayed like waves. Sheepy floated down, set his little helmet on the grass, and breathed in the sweet air. A tree beside him rocked a gentle swing, and flowers bloomed in every direction. He walked along a yellow path between grand trees. One was purple and one was green. The path opened to a pond where kind thoughts rose from lotus lilies like lanterns set free. Across the river, a blue sheepling floated alone, not yet knowing Sheepy was near. At last, they saw each other. Sheepy leapt with sparkly hooves, soaring over the water to land softly beside the blue sheepling. They greeted with joy, then walked together as kind thought bubbles followed, glowing above the river. A little bunny watched curiously, wondering what made them smile so much. That's when the blue sheepling asked, "Sheepy, the dream world is full of kindness, but the other world isn't always that way. How do you stay so soft and sweet when you visit there?" Sheepy smiled. "That's a very important question." They crossed a stone bridge under moonlight and fireflies until they reached a rocky fountain. Droplets sparkled in the flowers. That's when Sheepy said, "In the dream world, we live by 3 sheep dust rules. We use kind thoughts to do something we love. We send kind thoughts to someone we love. And we use kind thoughts to dream." Sheepy is on another Dreamworld adventure. This time, he's visiting planet Aelia, a beautiful place where the skies are always alive with the Aeolian lights. All day long, soft colors shimmer and dance across the sky, creating a beautiful light show for all sheeplings and Dreamworld beings below. Sheepy walks across the planet confidently, as he usually does. After all, he was born in the dream world, and there isn't much he hasn't seen. He trots beneath the glowing skies of Aelia, not paying much attention to their never-ending shine. Up ahead, he spots little eyes resting on a half-tree where an orange flower blooms. It's a cosmic ladybug with purple polka dots. She looks at Sheepy and smiles, like she's been expecting him. "Hi, Sheepy, you finally made it to Aelia," the ladybug calls out brightly. "Oh, hi," he says. "I was just walking." The ladybug tilts her head playfully. "Walking? Under this sky? And you didn't even look up?" "Go on, take a look," she says softly. Sheepy lifts his gaze, and suddenly it's as if all of Aelia held its breath. Above him, the Aeolian lights swished and swirled like drops of paint touching water. Faint sparkles appear as the colors change tones. Sheepy's eyes widen. He's seen so many magical places in the dream world, but in this moment, it feels brand new. "Wow, it's so beautiful to just stop and look. I guess I was just too busy trying to find the next adventure," Sheepy said softly. The ladybug's voice floats beside him, warm and gentle. "I know they're here every day, Sheepy, but that doesn't make them any less magical." Sheepy slowly sits down on the soft Aeolian grass. For the first time that day, he decides there's nowhere he needs to go except where he is now. In Sheepy's dream world, everything is made with the power of imagination. When we breathe in a sparkle and breathe out a dream, our kind thoughts shape what we see. Sheeplings can visit the dream world any time of day with kind thoughts. And at night, as they drift into sleep, their bubbles float under tie-dye skies and marshmallow clouds. Remember, each sheepling is you, your feelings, your ideas, your wonder. But sometimes, things we see or hear during the day can slip into our dreams without us noticing. These thoughts drift into dream space and change the dream world. Every night, Sheepy floats across the world, gently collecting Sheepling's worries and nightmares in his soft cotton candy wool. In this tale, we visit Mare's Peak, deep in the heart of the dream world. Here, pointy mountains float under glittering dark skies. The mountain tops aren't just pointy. Sometimes their tips are bright and colorful, because dreams can be strange too. Most of the flowers and greenery on Mare's Peak are drawn on. There aren't enough kind thoughts here for them to grow. Sheepy walks bravely over the cold mountain ground until he reaches a pulsing purple door. He knows this place well. Sheepy floats inside confidently. He lands softly inside the mountain's core. Then he walks to his favorite spot and gives a big, gentle shake. His cotton candy wool floats up like a soft cloud. All the worries and nightmares rise to the mountaintops and melt away under the stars. As Sheepy fluffs out the last nightmare, he sees something in the mountain's darkest corner. It's a sheepling. Sheepy drifts closer. "Little sheepling," he calls softly, "how did you get here?" Yellow Sheepling's voice trembles. "I'm so scared of the dark. I had a nightmare about the lights being gone forever. I kept thinking about it, and I floated here." This part of the mountain is completely dark. Sheepy knows just what to do. He sprinkles a little bit of sheep dust from his hooves. The soft pink light spreads all around them. The dark is a little less scary when you have friends around, and even a little light can go a long way, Sheepy says. The sheep dust glows brighter, revealing the drawn mountain flowers. Just then, Sheepy notices a red, bright sparkle that's glinting in the light. "That's a dreamstone," he whispers. The Garnet Dreamstone. The Garnet Dreamstone is for protection. Sheepy earned it by standing up for his friend in a moment of need. Together, Sheepy and the yellow sheepling float back to the dream world, protected, brave, and full of sparkle. In a cozy part of the dream world, the air is warm and gentle. Flowers of every kind paint the ground with color. Soft pinks, blues, and golden yellows swaying back and forth as the cool wind hums a calming tune. A river nearby glimmers as it flows proud and calm. Tiny flowers sprout across the green grass along its edge, their petals shimmering as if they're waving hello. Nearby, we see Sheepy walking ahead with 3 sheeplings. They float beside him, their bubbles glowing softly as they chat. "Where are we going?" Green Sheepling asks. Sheepy smiles. "To show you something very special." They walk through a path lined with trees whose leaves are soft shades of pink. Sheepy looks up and notices clouds beginning to form above the trees. He knows they're close. As they walk deeper into the dream world, the clouds open to reveal a beautiful, shimmering lake. So clear, it's almost invisible. The sheeplings float across the lake, and Sheepy follows, leaving a trail of glowing sheep dust behind him. When they arrive, they're greeted by the colorful pastel skies the dream world is known for, and so many fluffy clouds. Sheepy floats to his favorite cloud, the one where he rests and daydreams during the day. "Sheepy, this is where you get cozy. It looks so warm and cuddly." Sheepy giggles. "Yes, and it's also the special place I wanted to show you." The sheeplings float closer, eyes wide and sparkling. Sheepy gently digs into the cloud, and a warm glow fills the cave. Inside are the Dreamstones he's found across the dream world. The light of the stones shines softly, sending little streams of color through the air. The Dreamstone of curiosity, for wonder and imagination. The Carnelian Dreamstone, for bravery and believing in yourself. The Tourmaline Dreamstone, for self-love and empathy towards others. The Peridot Dreamstone, for taking the first step, trying, and knowing when to rest. The Garnet Dreamstone, for standing by your friends and keeping others safe. Sheepy looks at the sheeplings and smiles. Each one is here because of you, your kind thoughts, your dreams, and your imagination.
Fluffy and pink, sweet and kind. Sheepy the cotton